Are you out there? How are you? How are you? How are you? My name is Jessie Shrew Magoo. I live on the ground beneath the snow. This is good for me, not you. I stay nice and warm down here as long as I have enough to eat, while the snow protects me from the cold above and predators I might meet. It gets very, very busy in this extra special place, beneath the ground and snow duvet they call the Subnivean space. Now it's time to go on a journey. While Roland spins a tale, please sit back and close your eyes and let your imagination sail.
Imagine you are walking down a snowy path at the edge of the forest. It is so quiet. All you can hear is the loud crunching of your footsteps. You spot a small hole in the snow beside the tall yellow grass. You peek inside and wonder, what lives in there? Whoop, 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 whoop. You're shrinking. Smaller and smaller and smaller. The winter forest smells like never before. You feel itchy and go to scratch yourself. With your furry leg? You go to touch your face with your tiny paw? Your nose feels long and pointy and is covered with many long whiskers extending past your head. The furry skin feels strange, like stretchy soft pajamas filled with sawdust. Run quickly, down the tunnel! A fox is coming! Your heart is pounding so fast as you run through the snowy tunnel. Frozen plants and leaves below, and dark shadow crystals above. You stop to look around, but all you see is gray. But oh, that smell! It smells like something you can eat. Popcorn? No. Pepperoni? Chicken? It moved and you ate it so fast you didn't even know what it was. But it was very crunchy. It could have used a little salt. Oh, how hungry you are for more food. You sniff around for something to eat. You squeak, and your whiskers and ears move to show you which way to go. That smell again. It smells good enough to eat. So fast, you snatch and crunch it down once more like an eating machine. Then you start to get nice and warm and relax on a mossy crystal couch. Ah, it's kind of cozy down here. You take a bite of snow to melt in your mouth, then doze off to sleep. You awaken to the sound of footsteps above. It's that fox again! You start to move, and something crashes through the ceiling. It's the fox's feet! Run! You run down the other tunnel, so fast, with your long tail following behind for balance. Again, the fox's 4 feet crash through the ceiling above you. You run the other way, back out the hole you came from. Whoop, 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 whoop! Tumbling out of the hole in the snow. Pushing your toque back on your head with your mitten. You stand back up on your feet. Phew! That was a close one. You look at the startled little red fox with the extra fluffy tail. You laugh. Ha! You didn't catch me. The fox runs away. Until another day. Hi, everyone. That was a little bit of guided imagery that we did some time ago. Actually, not that long ago for a below zero workshop. In the chat, can anyone guess which creature we became in that? Nobody has any guesses? Ah, there we go. Yes, a shrew is the correct answer. Now, how do I get the, okay, there we go. So you see these three little mammals in the picture here. The shrew is the correct one. At first glance, when you're looking at this, you might want to lump them all into one group, but shrews are actually not rodents at all. They have hot bodies and tremendous appetites, very high metabolism. They have to eat a minimum of at least once every 2 hours for sure. They're always on the search for food. If they don't eat within that timeline, they'll actually starve. It's quite common for a shrew to eat more than his body weight per day. The teeth on a shrew are very spiky, good to catch things with. The shrew is a very formidable hunter. He is able to subdue animals that are actually larger even than himself. He'll go after anything that's got high calorie value, including the vole and the mouse, which are actually larger than he is. So a very active and frantic lifestyle does the shrew lead. One other note, you don't want to handle them. Any of these three actually. Do we have the other photo of the shrew? There we go. That's a little bit of a more close-up photo. And like I said before, you don't really want to handle any of these animals because all three of them can carry pathogens that are potentially harmful for us. And on top of all that too, they can also deliver a pretty nasty bite. Does anyone know the name of the space where this story took place? In the chat again. Perfect. I see Subnivean in the chat there. Sub meaning below. Nivi is Latin for snow, so below the snow, as in this next slide here. This space, the Subnivean space, is actually a very busy place in the wintertime. It requires typically about at least 20 centimeters of snow above it to provide the insular value to protect these animals and creatures and plants and fungi from the harsh elements above. So that layer there, providing it has enough snow, will typically always be at around the freezing level. And that might not seem all that warm, but it's a whole lot warmer than it will be on the surface. So a lot goes on there. It can be a very busy place. Another practical activity that we have, and next slide please there, is called Snowhere to Hide. So a large sheet is suspended by the students. One of the students will scramble around underneath the sheet representing the shrew, and the other student is the fox and tries to tag the shrew below the level of the snow represented by the sheet there.